Docuseries is taking world-renowned chef and global trailblazer Kristen Kish to new heights. The 4-part National Geographic travel show called Restaurants at the End of the World takes viewers on a culinary journey, exploring cuisines from some of the most remote places on the planet. Let's take a look.
I came here to be pushed out of my culinary comfort zone.
I don't carry purses, but if I have to carry a purse of watercress, I will. There's no good.
Woo! It's not always about how far you go. No way. It's about making things human.
Wow! Cheers. Salud! You guys have created something very magical here.
The show itself looks magical. Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. So this looks awesome, by the way. You traveled to all over North America, South America, Europe, back again. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about the idea of culture, the ingredients, the technique of different foods that brings people together.
You know, I think for a long time, chefs and restaurant people, we've always said that food is the connective tissue. Food can bring people together. You can have great conversations over it. It's there to buffer maybe a hard conversation, and it truly is love out of just pure necessity. And to be able to travel to these places, to understand who these people are, why they do what they do, and to also understand their point of view just simply as a human, to understand and better understand their food point of view is really what the show is about. So of course it's about food, it's about culture, but it's really getting to the core of who someone is and how they do what they do.
In that clip, we see you like rappelling down a cliffside. Talk to us about some of the obstacles that these chefs face.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are really off the beaten path, away from the through line of products. So I'm used to very modern conveniences where I can have anything, I can find anything, and these chefs are working with what's being grown, what they're growing themselves, or simply what they can find. It's a test in survival in a lot of ways, and a true test of just that tenacity and that grit, and they are just incredibly powerful people that are also, by the way, I have to say, I just saw this clip here, is Gisela. She has created this education system for her fishermen around her local community. And so not only are they feeding people, they're also educating people as well.
When you talk about education, what kinds of tips might we be able to take away to apply in our own kitchens, in our own cooking?
You know, I think the biggest thing that I took away from this is that, you know, oftentimes we like to control the outcome because we're doing it out of, I want to control what finally gets to your plate and sits in front of you because I want you to have the best experience that I can provide.
In one of the episodes, you go to Brazil and you meet a local forager. I want to take a look at that.
Não deixe encostar em você, não põe a mão.
Is it a cannibal plant?
Ela é brava.
Seriously? We're gonna get decapitated by a plant. That's what I just heard.
What was going on right there?
Okay, so, you know, it's television, and there are a lot of things that, you know, are kind of curated for an experience. But I have to say that when I showed up that day, the producers were like, "Why is that on your face?" And I was like, "Why not?" I was like, we are in the rainforest, the jungle. There are mosquitoes, and I'm not trying to be a hero or anybody that I'm not supposed to be. So I'm wearing this, and they were like, okay. And I have 8 different layers. I was like, no one wants to do the rest of this with a mosquito bite on your face, right?
Talk to us about some of the obstacles that these chefs are experiencing just to get their ingredients.
I mean, when you think of Mother Nature as a whole, she is uncertain, she is powerful, and you do what she tells you to do, ultimately. And so I think the biggest challenge of what I was watching them do was just getting the ingredients that they need in order to create volumes of food for 30+ people, and creating a menu that feels round and full with just what's around them. And Mother Nature, you know, she can provide you 10 pounds of potatoes, or she could provide you with like 1 weed plant, and that's it.
What was the most powerful lesson that you took away from this whole experience?
You know, I think I've always been drawn to travel, and my curiosity for it, because being adopted at 4 months old, this idea of being chosen, and I could have ended up anywhere in this world. I could have ended up in your family. You know, I could have ended up...
We would have been the better for it.
I could have ended up with all these people, and that idea of understanding that these people also could have been my family drives this human empathy. And I think regardless of whatever you take from this show in terms of food or restaurants or traveling to the ends of the world, at the end of the day, we are all connected by this very human element of empathy and curiosity in someone else.
Thank you so much. Really looking forward to this. Restaurants at the End of the World premieres weekly, starting tonight on National Geographic, and all episodes will be available on Disney Plus Wednesday, March 22nd.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.